Welcome back to the Village, oh wait a minute, the Abundant Society Member Marathon. I was going to say on Village Connector TV. I'm the founder of Abundant Society. Glenn Garnes is my name. And those of you that have been around have heard that enough now to know that. So I'm not going to keep repeating that too much. I want to welcome you to our Member Marathon today. This is a very special event. I think that you're participating in something that you're going to look back and see history change as of today, especially if you become a part of it. And that's what we're actually asking you to do today, is to become part of the Abundant Society family, because we need your energy to make this all happen. Now, we've got a lot of stuff that's going on. You've already seen some of the folks that we've shared with you this morning that have had some great stories, some great information to share. We're going to shift into what we call our Optimum Health Club segment now, which is all about health and wellness. And today I have with me my juice coach, and she may not be so proud to say that right now because I got a little work to do. But I gotta stop hanging out with Sherry. I'll tell you why in a minute. But my juice coach, Mia Reed, she is with Chain to Prosper, and Mia is someone who has some extreme talent when it comes to finding ways to get your nutrition on the road and otherwise, and stop making excuses about why you can't get it done. So I want you to welcome Mia Reed to Abundant Society Member Marathon.
Thank you.
So, now, Mia, I have to apologize to you because I got, again, off track. And I have no excuse. I'm not making excuses. But I told you on the break that I was going to make a commitment from this point forward to move forward and stick with this time.
Okay.
Because when you were making the juice for me, I lost 15 pounds in less than 30 days by just changing my nutrition habits. I don't even want to say diet. All I did was change my nutrition habits. I wasn't even working out. Just by eliminating sodas and sugary drinks and everything from my daily routine, I lost 15 pounds. I know that this works. The issue for me was that I didn't make it a habit. Didn't make it something I was doing consistently.
Exactly.
But I'm going to make the commitment to do that this time around.
Awesome.
So what are you going to show us today, though? Because folks, this is what it's all about. This is how simple it can be for you to make nutrition a priority for yourself so that you perform at the highest level possible. So tell us what we've got for us today.
Well, today I just wanted to kind of give everybody an understanding that the recommendation is that we get fruits and veggies in every day. But according to studies, we only eat at least one vegetable a day. And usually when people eat it, it's usually cooked. And with that being said, there's no nutrition in it. So we do what we used to say back in the South, we call it the pot liquor. So what everybody should be having is the pot liquor instead of the vegetables, because now all of the nutrition has now gone into the juice that they cooked in. So what I want to do is show them how to take the fruit and veggies from their main state, which is where we need to start eating anyway, and turn it into a beverage so that not only adults can have it, but their kids would enjoy it as well. It's really good for kids because they get to see the color changes when they're making the different colors. They get to enjoy vegetables and fruits that they would normally not even think about eating. So
you're basically encouraging people to make the concept of juicing a family affair, get the whole family involved in it so that they, A, understand nutrition, they, B, see how simple it can be, and it gives them something that they can participate in when it comes to nutrition, as opposed to just letting mom or dad make the meals.
Exactly, and with the obesity level at the rate it is right now with the children, those juices that you're getting in the store are full of fructose, dyes, and other stuff. So they're getting the nutrition that they need. And what happens with juices is it goes straight to the cellular level. So you don't have to do the digestion part, which is why we feel tired when you eat sometimes. You get that tired feeling. That's because your body has to work on it now to break it down. So with the juicing, it's going straight in.
It gives you energy right away.
It gives you energy right away.
Let me ask you a question before we continue. Why do you look at me and smile when you say obesity?
No pun intended.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I promise it's going to be changed.
We're all working on it. It's a daily change for everyone. So it's not just something that is going to happen overnight. One reason is because our taste buds have been deadened by the sugars and stuff that we've taken in over the years. So when you start to drink the fresh fruits and vegetables, you have to acquire that
changes
taste.
Your palate back to what it should be.
Exactly. It cleans up the cells. So that's the other thing that raw fruits and veggies do, is cleans the cells. So now what we're used to eating all the time, once you start giving your body the proper nutrients, then your level of eating actually decreases. because now you won't be as hungry. Because when we crave sugar and salt and stuff like that, the first thing we do is look for potato chips, a candy bar, cookies, or whatever. But our body's actually missing a mineral or some type of a vitamin. And we don't know that because a lot of us haven't really went in depth like I've been doing over the last 10 years. So now that I know that when I start doing the sugar craving, I know I need some magnesium. So I have to go and find the fruits and veggies and stuff to make the magnesium. Not necessarily saying I have to always have it in juice, but this is a quick source because it's very packed. You fix it, you can pack it with you and take it with you. So that's another good thing about it is on road trips and stuff like that. I'm thinking summer now. So with the juices and stuff like that, I just packed them. We just went to Kentucky, so I packed up some juices for me and my husband and threw them in the cooler. And I mean, no stopping, no having to worry about getting hungry or anything because we had our juices.
Or when you stop, you're not going to find this in the stores. You're going to see the sugary stuff.
Exactly.
So part of this is just a mentality of surrounding yourself with the things that are good for you to eat, as opposed to opening the cabinets and knowing that there's things in there that aren't going to help you at all.
Exactly, and that's another one of my things that I do with my clients is I take them through a pantry detox.
That's a good way to put it.
Well, because when people start talking about losing weight, the first thing they say is I'm going on a diet. A word that I don't use is a lifestyle because diets are fixed to fail. So you want to go on a lifestyle change. And the pantry detox is where you need to start because as long as it's in your cabinet or in your refrigerator and you get that craving, that's the first place you're going to go.
Awesome.
So you need to clean it out and get started.
I'm going to make a note of that, the pantry detox. Someone write that down.
So today I have two juicers with me though. I have my favorite juicer that I love to use is called the Champion Juicer. The Champion Juicer is a masticating juicer, which means that it actually grinds. I'm going to take this off if I can. Oh, there it goes. It actually grinds. It has the teeth here, so it grinds the fruits and the vegetables. And it has a screen on the inside. You can't see it through here, but it's a screen inside, and it presses against the...
Put your necklace inside.
Oh, sorry.
You can just say that. This isn't Channel 4 where we care about that. We're looking for the end result here, which is to communicate the information. That's our executive producer, by the way, trying to be covert and stealth. And hey, just say what's on your mind, man. Put the necklace away.
Thank you. So as I was saying, that it presses against the screen, so the juice comes out.
Show that to which camera are we on here? We're on that. Let's go to Gwen's cam so that you can show the inside of that. Oh, you're on that one, okay. She hasn't switched over yet. Let's just wait till she switches over to there. There you go.
So, it's nice to try to manage it. So inside, as you can see the screen inside. So the veggies and fruits, they are grounded and then they're pressed against that screen on the inside. This particular machine runs at an RPM of approximately 200 to 250, which means that it's really slow, okay? So with this juice here, this juice comes...
Now that's actually a good thing, right?
That's a good thing. The juice here that comes out of here, you're gonna get more for your money because you won't have to worry about your pulp being really wet. So it's gonna be a dry pulp coming out. So I'm gonna show you that in just a second.
Okay.
But I also wanted to show you the one that a lot of people go to the store and this is what they end up with. They end up with what is called a centrifugal juicer. And what that juicer does, as you can see, it has a bigger spout on the top compared to the Champion. So you can put your fruit in a little bit in a whole state opposed to into a chopping state. So that'll save you a little time. But their basket is I'm having problems here. Okay. But they have a basket in theirs. And inside of theirs, you see the teeth here, and then they actually spin. So their juice is actually spent to dispense it. So what happens is it collects air as it spins. So the oxidation process has already begun before you even taste your juice.
Oxidation meaning that you're losing the nutrients?
You're losing the nutrients because the air is already, like if you cut an apple and you put the apple on the table, it turns brown once the air hits it. So it's the same process with this juice. So once it starts spinning,
it's spoiling already.
It's spoiling already. Plus this juice has more heat. So it's already killing the enzymes as well.
Oh.
So you want to be really careful. My thing is that if you can get this champion juicer or a slow juicer, then I recommend that, of course, over any of them, because your juice is going to be more potent if it comes
So
out
what you're
here.
saying is that the centrifugal style juicer is actually causing you to lose nutrients before you've even finished the process.
Exactly. And with the storing process of it, the juice is coming out of here, you can store up to at least 24 to 72 hours. But coming out of here, you need to drink it almost immediately because it's already started to do its damage already.
Now, of course, the ones that are centrifugal are typically the ones that you would see advertised on TV. They're usually consumer level juicers.
Yes, and in most of the retail stores is what you're going to find. You can't. There's very few retailers that you're going to see the
commercial level juicer.
But they do have a slow juicer in some of the stores, but it's like the Omega uprights. They do have that one. That's a slow juicer as well. That's in the stores as well.
Okay.
So I was talking about the storing of it. You should store it in a glass jar if possible. And you see that I have two tops here. I have the plastic top, and then I have the regular top that comes on these mason jars. It's best to use the plastic caps, which you have to purchase separately, and usually Walmart or someone carries them. And the reason being is because I remember when my grandmother used to can all the time, and she used to, this ain't the pretty little things that she used to put on hers, but she used to put those pretty cloths between them, and I was always wondering the purpose behind that. Well, the purpose is because the acids in the foods actually come in contact with the metal of the top, and it actually rusts. So then that gets into and contaminates your juice or your preserves or whatever you have. So it's always good. That's why I have this in between here, because I wanted to show everyone. You can either use wax paper or saran wrap, but you need to put something in between it to keep the metal from hitting it.
But the easiest way to do it is get the other caps.
Just go out and buy the other caps. That's actually the easier way to do it. You also want to make sure that you fill them to the top, because you don't want the air gap in between.
Oh, that's
because
a good point.
Again, that with the air gap in there, again, you're starting to lose the oxidation is starting to take process. So you only want to juice as much as you're going to drink. It's pretty much the.
So make it a daily routine. Make it part of your routine on a daily basis, since you're always working with the most fresh thing that you can take.
Correct.
And filling it to the top. One of the other nice things about it is when you fill it to the top, it's more juice for you when you open it up. And you always want to have more.
It's always
That's what abundance is all about.
Yes, yes. So today I'm going to make a juice. I'm going to use first I want to show the difference between the way the juice is actually processed. So I'm going to do a lemonade. And a lemonade. Like I said, I'm thinking summer. So for the champion juicer, as I said, you have to, well, let's talk about the fruit first too. Should be organic when you're using the skin and all. You want to try to do it organic when you're juicing, because not most, but a lot of the nutrients are in the skins. So when you have to peel them, you're losing some of your nutrient value there, okay?
And organic means that you don't have pesticides and other chemical treatment to preserve or otherwise change the character of the fruit.
Correctly. Organic also means that it may have some chemicals. I won't say that it doesn't have any, but it may have some, but it's going to be less. Because if your farm is where you're standing and my farm is where I'm standing, I'm organic and you're not. But if your cropper come across and it sprays your food, where's the wind going to do?
It's going to blow it over to mine.
Or if it's raining and the water comes off, where's your water going to go?
Wash over
it's
to mine.
Possibly to come over to mine. So I can't say that it's 100% pest-free, but I will say that the toxins and everything.
It's as toxin-free as you can reasonably
get. Yeah. And all of this has been washed off, just so you all know. And we're going to make it. Here, you can do this.
Oh, you're going to give me a job?
I'll give you a job.
Okay, what is the wage for this job?
Minimum wage.
All right, what do you want me to do here?
Okay, I just want you to slice that for me. Slice it up
in half?
Yes, slice it in half. And all it takes to make the lemonade.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Where can I get one of those? You know I like toys.
I ain't going to tell you that. We'll discuss that later.
All right.
But
that's nice. Having that alone would have me eating more apples. Did you see what she just did here? The main reason I won't eat an apple is because I got to do something with the core at the end. That's great by itself.
Fancy tools. But to make the lemonade, all we need is 2 apples and 1 lemon. and we're going to take a piece of ginger. I love to put ginger in it.
Oh, that you got me hooked on the ginger stuff.
I love ginger. Ginger is really good for nausea, vertigo, any type of indigestions. So that's what you can do with the ginger. Your apples got the pectin in it for one, and then the other thing is apples is good for the digestive system, so it helps to move everything out. Then you have your lemon, and your lemon, the astringents of the lemon help with the mucus in the body. So a lot of people that has arthritis and that stuff is actually inflammation. So we need to get the inflammation out. So drinking lemon water or just making sure that you put some lemon in something that you're eating can help with
So it's
some of
not
that.
just how stuff tastes. Everything has a value to it in terms of your nutrition plan.
I think I'm gonna have to cut this a couple more times to get into champion juicer though.
Now you're going to juice the lemon with the rind and everything. Or with
I'm
the,
gonna juice. It might be a
skin and
little
everything.
noisy, but
Oh, that's all right.
that's pretty quiet. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna juice the lemon with the rind and everything. You will see some people that would take it off. They will take it off, but if you take it off, you just want to take the yellow skin off. You don't want to take the white part because that's the part.
That's where the nutrients.
That's where the nutrients are. So that's even when you're doing an orange as well. You want to make sure that you keep the white part on. So we're just gonna throw it all in here.
Now notice how we're seeing more juice, and we're not even seeing the
The
pulp
pulp
is
hasn't
finally.
come.
Yeah, there's the pulp now.
And I'll just kind of switch it up. No, it's no real big way to do it. You'll get some people that say, put this in first, put that in first.
There's
It's all
nothing
going
to
in-
it. There's
it's
nothing
going-
to it but to
to
do it.
Exactly. And the other good thing about juicing is you can kind of make up a recipe on your own. And it's no
Well, on that
specific
note,
way.
my son Nolan was juicing with Kathy. By the way, Kathy didn't have ginger the other day, so I had to make like I like the juice because she didn't have ginger to put in your recipe, but it was good. But Nolan came up with his own recipe. I think he did apple and kale.
Okay.
And now he's all into juicing. He wants to be the one in the family running the juicer, which is another benefit of having the kids get involved, is that he now is taking control of the champion juicer.
Awesome. Okay, so that's pretty much it.
All right, let's get
So
some of
that
that. Let's get some of that over here.
We need a glass. I didn't bring a glass.
I've got. Well, you want something you can pour it in, or because I've got my Abundant Society coffee mug.
So we got pretty much out of 2 apples and one lemon, we got about a cup of juice.
Let's get some of that. Now, is this a specific recipe? I know you've got a whole series of recipes. It's not one of I know you got mean green and you got what is the one that has the cayenne
the
pepper?
mean green and this lemonade is actually kind of a staple for a lot of juicers.
Oh, that's good.
Anybody else want to try some in the audience?
I don't think they're going to like this. I think you should put
I
the
should
rest
put
of it
this
in here.
away.
Yeah, bring me a couple ice cubes and look at. Come on down here. Come on, everybody, come on down.
Come and take a drink. Come and take a sip.
You know, it just tastes so fresh. I mean, there's nothing. You know, there is nothing like this freshness that you're experiencing with the juice
You're
here.
welcome.
Is there a song like that, So Fresh, So Clean?
I don't know, but we're gonna get Lisa Shaw to create one, right?
Thank you.
Lisa, if you're listening or watching, be sure to start creating our next theme song. So, what did you call it? So fresh, so fresh, so clean. So fresh, so clean, coming from your juicing machine. There you go.
I like that.
All
I
right,
like
so
that.
we'll get a song about it. You can play that song
So-
as you're juicing.
We're gonna look at the pulp a little bit because if you can see, the pulp came out and it is a little it's a little wet. But what I want to show you is how it's all compact. You don't really see a bunch of big pieces inside of here of the apple peel or the lemon peel. So it's all pretty well.
Wow, this is delicious. Now, let me ask you something. Is there a way, because, you know, a lot of people have gotten used to the flavor of soda because of the effervescence of it, the carbonation.
Carbonation.
So is there any way to add carbonation to a juice like this where it's not going to take away the nutritional value?
Sure, you can actually take this and just put the sparkling water.
Okay, just plain
Just
sparkling
plain
water, no
sparkling
sugar.
water, no sugar,
yeah.
no nothing. and still get the pretty much the effect of the carbonation in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had told you that, I can't remember which juice it was that you shared with me, but I think I don't know, it doesn't matter which one it was, but I said to you, I said, if this was carbonated,
You did. I
no one
remember
would
that.
ever drink soda again.
Yes,
It
yes.
was that good. I mean, it was just incredible how flavorful it is.
I think it was the Purple Rain that you told me, which is this one here.
Oh, really? Is that the one with beets in it?
No, the one with the beets in it is this one.
Well, that's becoming one of my favorites too. What's in this one? Or am I jumping ahead?
No, you can ask. That's only 2 ingredients. It's called Purple Rain, and that particular one has red cabbage and pineapple.
Red cabbage and pineapple. That, I think, is the one that and you literally have to shake it up because it's got a little bit of, what do you call it, pulp, and it's delicious. It's absolutely, look at how rich that looks. So, oh yeah, there you go. Beautiful. You know, it's very colorful. In fact, this one's mine in case anyone's wondering. Don't let me see you go to the kitchen and pull that out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all of these are, like I said before, very simple recipes. I mean, you showed us some, you shared with us when we got our juicer. Actually, by the way, this is my juicer. That's why I know I'm making a commitment. About 30 days ago, actually back in April, Mia was juicing for me while I was waiting to order my juicer. And I still have all the bottles in there. I'm telling you, I had like 30 bottles of juice that I had consumed just on a daily basis. We were doing, what, 3 a day?
3 a day.
3 a day. And I dropped 15 pounds in a 30-day period just from the juice. I wasn't exercising, I wasn't walking, I wasn't doing anything other than drinking juice. And the point is, it didn't take any extra effort on my part. It's just that I allowed myself, as we got closer to the Abundant Society launch, to get off track. Because Mia stopped juicing and I didn't start juicing. But now we finally got the juicer out of the box, we're making some progress. So
yeah,
beautiful.
So I'm gonna make the same juice with this. I saved a little bit in here so that we can kind of see the difference in the colors as well. So I'm gonna do the same thing.
You need me to cut up another
yeah,
lemon?
I got a lemon here.
I'll get that. Do my part in this.
And I got the
take the label off. I learned how to do that.
So again, we're just going to make lemonade again, but I wanted to show the difference in the color and the way that the juice actually is going to come out.
This one you probably don't need to cut up as much. Well, I'm going to cut it.
Fine.
You just leave it at that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, the labels on the fruit juice really don't add any nutritional value, so just take those right off.
I could have did that before I bought this stuff. So this again is, where's my starter? It's over here. So you hear it starts up like an airplane, so it starts up really loud.
And that's about what it does, is it just destroys stuff.
So, like I said, you can, it might be nice if I have my plug. Yeah, right. You see it all shooting everywhere. So it goes to show you how it throws it out. And I'm going to cut it off for a minute because something must not be sitting right. Okay. This must not be sitting on here right. No, it's on there. Okay.
That's the other thing, is that sometimes it just goes haywire when you buy the centrifugal one. It's out of control.
Oh yeah, my camera guy's getting a little fruity.
Hey, be careful. We don't have workers' comp, so. It's all foam.
Exactly. So you see, this one came out foamy from where the other one, you didn't see that. You can also see I have to work a little bit harder to try to get it to do what it needs to do.
Whoa!
And I didn't have that problem with the champion.
No, you didn't at all. I'm glad you're seeing that, because we didn't fabricate that. In fact, I didn't know what you were going to do when you came in here.
Okay. So now as you see the difference, look at the foam. This doesn't even really look like juice. It looks like a whole cup of foam. So that's when I was saying the air.
All
so
the
the
air
is all in here. It made What, about 12 ounces maybe?
Well,
Actually, the juice
well,
is
it
actually
looks like
here.
about
About 6
of
ounces of
juice
juice and about
another 4 ounces of foam.
a foam, exactly. And then I was telling you guys about the pulp. That's why I showed you the pulp in the other one. So let's just dump this on here.
And parts of that aren't even like. Here's a whole apple core that didn't get.
Here's a piece of lemon that didn't get done. You got a whole apple.
Oh, it's all. Look at that. That's all whole food that's still there.
So when I say that you're wasting, now you see where I'm saying.
Now I see it graphically.
And like I said, here's the.
Wow.
That's the difference between the pulp.
Big difference.
So.
So what you have to ask yourself is, do you want juice or pulp? Ask that question.
And then when people say that it's expensive to do it, it really isn't if you got the proper juicer, because as you see, you're wasting so much here opposed to the other side. Now, the other thing I do is I take this pulp and I actually dehydrate it.
Well, hold that thought. Because Mia's coming back tomorrow to show us how to take the pulp and recycle that into snacks that you make with your dehydrator.
Exactly.
That I also have. She had me on a buying spree on stuff. And I'll tell you, it really is an investment, not just an expense. Because think about this. You're not only investing in better nutrition for yourself, which has you performing at a higher level, but when you have good nutrition, you're also investing in the equipment that you're investing in to make that happen is helping your family. It's helping your kids to grow stronger, and also to become more conscious themselves of nutrition. We need to start thinking about leaving a legacy for our children. A lot of people try to leave trust accounts and what do they call them? Trust fund babies and all that kind of stuff. We ought to be leaving them an educational process on how to do for themselves instead of having others always doing for them. And that's basically what you're doing when you leave a trust account, is you're disempowering your kids because they don't have any idea what it took for you to generate that income that they're now benefiting from without understanding where it even came from. When you get your kids involved in understanding how stuff works and why it works and why it's important, that's the kind of legacy that makes a difference for them. Teach them how to think, not what to think. And this is a perfect example of showing them how stuff works.
And with that said, Glenn, you have to also think when we get to a certain age, we automatically start looking for ourselves to start to deteriorate. And I had high blood pressure, and I had some muscle spasms. I had different things that was going on with me before I started this road with the nutrition. And my family, it runs diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, all of that runs in my family as well. So when you hear a lot of people come to me and they be like, well, I have this, I have this, I have this. But the thing is how did you get it? When did you get it? Mm-hmm. So you don't just all of a sudden have diabetes or high blood pressure or anything like that. It comes from the past. What did you do to the past? We all have the same body makeup. What are you feeding your body has an outcome, but it takes years to progress.
And that's an important observation, because where you are today is a function of the things that you've done to this point in time. So if you're not happy with where you are today, that's why it's important for you to embrace change and new ideas. Remember, correcting the errors of the past and developing new disciplines for the future is what's going to lead you to the lifestyle that you've always wanted, exactly, as opposed to where you are today. And you can change it like that. You just have to be willing to make the change. And your nutrition habits are a good place to get started. I have not been taking this as seriously as I should. And from this point forward, as I said, this is my commitment. I'm making this on live TV, international TV, that I'm committed. When the next time we do Abundance Society or Village Connector TV, I can promise you there's going to be a little bit less of me. We're not going to need 4 cameras to cover it. Don't laugh over there, man. So the point I'm trying to make to you is that I'm making the commitment. This is one area that I know I need to work on. There's a lot of areas that we can work on, but usually there's something specific that needs immediate attention. I know that, and I'm going to be making the commitment to make this a priority for myself. I'm going to be out walking with you.
Okay.
And I'm going to be out, juicing with you. The family's going to be juicing. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not turning back. I'm not going to let this be something that gets put on the back burner again.
Yeah, nutrition, you have these people out here and they're working all their life. They're saving for their retirement. They just waiting. You know, I'm going to get 50. I'm going to have my big retirement stacked up. And I went to visit a nursing home. Those people, some of those people that have worked so hard, but now they did so much with their lives in the past, it's caught up with them.
They can't even enjoy their retirement.
They can't enjoy the retirement. Their retirement is being paid at the nursing home. I mean, the nursing home is like $360 a day for them to be in a nursing home. A day.
Wow.
Okay. So you take that one day and buy your...
Exactly. It was actually less than that. I think that this juicer was it $260?
It's like $260, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way in the world that isn't a great investment for someone that's serious about nutrition. Yeah, I think that the dehydrator was about $399.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like a lot of money. If you're used to spending your money on Starbucks, that's about a year's worth of Starbucks. And I'm not knocking Starbucks. You know, nothing wrong with coffee. I'm not telling you don't drink coffee. What I'm telling you is that you should find a way to do both. If you conceive Starbucks as being something that is adding value to your daily life, then you should also find a way to make this part of it.
I agree 100%. I mean, it really has changed my health. I mean, I went home to visit my family. Some of them are still taking medication. And I can sit back. They laugh at me because I'm a vegan, which means I don't eat any meat or any dairy products or anything like that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. You got a little negotiating to do on that.
So they always look at me and they kind of laugh at me because they're like, "What are you going to eat today? The twigs or the grass?" And I'll be like, literally, yeah, because I do wheatgrass.
Yeah,
you know,
because these twigs and grass are making it possible for me to put all these medicine bottles aside.
Exactly. I mean, you know, like I said, I used to have that high blood pressure. I don't take medication, haven't taken medication in 10 years. I visit the doctor once a year, and that's only because I do my little one-time checkup.
You go to see how he's doing, right?
Exactly. I don't have to worry about colds and everything. I haven't had a cold probably in about 10 years.
Wow.
As far as my skin, don't have no problem with my skin problems. Hair, nails grow because I do a lot of cucumbers in my juices, so that's good for your nails and your hair.
Now, so you're pointing out some things. Again, each of these fruits has some type of nutritional value that does something different, which is why it's important to have a variety in the recipes that you use. Don't drink the same thing all the time.
Exactly.
And we're going to talk a little bit in a minute or two about something else that you're doing to make it easy for people to learn how to do this. So I'm going to save that for a little bit, but tell me, which one of these has the bacon in it? I wanted to find out because that's the one I want. Which one?
You won't find
There's
it
no
on
bacon
this
in
table.
this one?
No.
Oh. Can we figure that out? I mean, you can have a piece of bacon once in a while, right?
No.
All right.
No bacon.
You can have a little bit.
But the best, one of the best juices really to drink is a green juice.
Why is that?
Because of the chlorophyll, and that helps to keep the get the alkalinity into our systems. So this particular juice has spinach and kale in it for the greens.
Yes.
And
is that the mean green one?
Yeah.
Yes, that's one of my favorites. Mean green, she calls it.
It has, and we have to alkaline our body. And I know everybody's probably going, "What the heck do you mean about alkaline?" The foods are either going to be alkalinity or they're going to be acidic. The more acidic your body is, the more chances you are of getting a sickness or a disease.
Especially cancers.
Cancers and all of that breeds on
acid. It's corrosive when it's by itself.
Exactly. So what we try to do is you try to keep your pH level up to at least a 7.
And that keeps you balanced on the
acidic side. So when you drink more green juices, you're cleaning your cells. Your cells are being bathed in this juice, and it's automatically taking some of the oxidation off of your cells, and now you're beginning to get that energy and stuff that you're looking for.
And that's why you call it mean green, right?
Yeah, he does his thing. I love my mean green.
Good deal.
I love my mean green. This is citrus punch. Use this one a lot.
That might be another one to put sparkling water
in. I use this one a lot for clients that's looking to lose some weight because it has grapefruit in it, so it helps with the appetite suppressant and all. So this is citrus punch, really good in the wintertime for...
Hold that thought. So grapefruit is actually an appetite suppressant, a natural appetite, as opposed to all these pills that make you lose your appetite just long enough for you to then go ravenously go to McDonald's and make up for lost time.
Yeah, and so this is actually a good one for the wintertime as well because it has the vitamin C, so it increases the immune system.
Okay.
So That's a really good
Citrus
one.
punch, you called that.
Citrus sea punch, which
Okay.
is really citrus punch. This is we went over already.
Yeah,
This is your favorite.
that's one of my favorites.
This the purple rain, and like I said, it has the pineapple in it to help with the digestive system. You have the cabbage in there for your vitamin C. So that's also a good
So
one.
Purple Rain made Prince a millionaire, but it also can help you with your nutrition. You know, you gotta see the parallels in these things. You know.
And this is a basic 3. Basic 3 is used a lot for people with cancer.
Okay.
Carrots is the beta carotene in the carrots help with the cancer patients. So it's a program called the Garrison therapy. And in her therapy, she uses a lot of carrots and she uses spinach. She
Okay.
puts those two together because of the calcium and the beta carotene. It helps to attack some of the cancer.
So you've
cells.
got carrots and spinach in there too.
I don't have spinach in this one because it's all orange.
Okay.
But what I have in here is the basic 3, which is apple, ginger, and apple,
Carrots.
ginger, and carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, apple, ginger, carrot.
Watercolor purple.
Watercolor. Oh no, we're not going there. We're not going to go there.
So this also, I mean, carrots are also good for eyesight,
eyesight,
especially night vision. As you get older, I noticed that as I started taking in more carrots, I don't know whether it was psychological, I don't care, but I just noticed I saw better at night.
Yeah, and you know, some people can get a little carried away because they wear glasses and they're like, I want to. Matter of fact, I used to wear glasses. So.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you're saying that if I do that, I can not do this?
I used to wear glasses.
there.
I no longer have
What
to
is
wear
this one
them
called
anymore. Basic 3.
Basic 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if you included that in my regimen.
Yeah, I did.
Was it?
I did it a couple.
I may
of
not
times
have, because I was going in there and drinking it down so fast.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
don't
even
know
looking. I
what
just
you
knew
was
that if Mia
doing.
made it, I was going to be drinking. So.
And this one here, I call the heartbeat. And the reason I call it is because it does have a beet in it. But this particular drink is beet, orange, apple, and carrot, lime.
Wow.
Okay. The beet juice helps to cleanse the liver and the kidneys. So you're flushing the bowels with this one, okay? The other thing about it is it helps circulate the blood. So I also call this as my little man in the bottle because men don't have no problems if they take this one.
Oh, okay. You hear that? All right.
So this particular juice right here, like I said, is good for helping to keep your circulation and stuff going. So
Okay.
I just love this one. So, but
Now
that's
you've got
about it.
recipes for each one of these.
I sure do.
And let's talk a little bit about what you've got going on right now with respect to your. I know you haven't actually named this program yet, but I think it's something to. It's going to end up being something like the virtual juicing guide.
Yeah.
So tell us what you're going to do to make it easy for people to learn how to do all this stuff.
Well, when I was trying to figure out how to get my juices and stuff, recipes and stuff like that, there's so many on the market. So I had got a little frustrated with trying to figure out if I was doing it correctly. So instead of writing a book like everybody else has done, I've decided to make mine into a video book. So it's actually an e-video guide that I'm actually working on now to put my recipes basically on video, and at the same time I'm going to be showing them, I'm going to be demonstrating how to do the juice as well.
All right, now remember, Mia is one of the teachers in Abundant Society. And when she's ready with this program, you're going to be able to subscribe to her video juicing guide service. You're going to share a different recipe a week?
Recipe a week.
Every week. So for some small fee, something like, was it 20 or 30 bucks or something like
Yeah.
that maybe, you're going to be able to have her walk you through exactly how to make every one of these juices. And I'll tell you why that's important. When we first got the juicer, I guess it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago when it came in, my wife diligently tried to replicate what Mia was doing, and it just didn't work out. She worked with the recipe book that came with the juicer, and it didn't taste anything like what Mia had put together. So I asked Mia to share the recipes with us, and sure enough, it turned out great. She was able to duplicate exactly what Mia had done, minus the ginger. Only because we were out of ginger. But the point I'm trying to make is that there's a real value to learning how to do it the right way and know that you're doing it the right way because you've seen it. You can watch the video. You can share that video with your children. You can teach them how to be able to do this for themselves and for the family. And so I think it's an extraordinary value to be able to have somebody plug into that. Now, one of the other things that you're going to be able to do is you are also going to have a directory of merchant or farmers across the country that can provide the vegetables, the community supported agriculture programs and the farmers markets and stuff.
Exactly.
So that you're also going in and getting the absolute freshest stuff grown in your own community. And that's a great way to make sure that stuff is fresh. When you have, I mean, there's nothing wrong with grocery stores. I'm not knocking grocery stores.
No.
But the fact is that when you can talk to the farmer that grew it, you can usually find out a lot more about it than when you just go up to the produce market and whoever is watering down the stuff to make it look fresh is who knows whether they know where it came from.
And for those that live in the Maryland, Washington, the DMV, I actually have farm tours that I'm starting up where we're actually going to be going to the organic farms and actually seeing the stuff grown there.
And so you're going to do some video of that?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Have you talked to the executive producer of Village Connector TV?
Not yet.
I think we need to document that.
So that's going to be another part of the program that I want to add too, is because
Excellent.
I want people to be able to really hear the farmers themselves speak about the produce and stuff that they buy.
That is
if
fabulous.
we can get a close-up, I wanted to show the close-up of these juices because I let them sit for a reason.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
As you can see, you still have that foam
that,
on the top
I don't know
of
if you can see this, but
and you
that
still
one's
don't have
already
it
turning
here.
brown as well.
Oh, can you see inside? Up, you can see it a little bit. You see the browning?
It's turned brown while we were sitting here.
So it goes to show you the oxidation.
You put the other one up there too, because that. You see how fresh that one looks? There's no.
Look at the colors.
Yeah, look at how robust the color. Turn it this way a little bit, and hold it up. There you go. You can actually see that the top of this, that foam is actually turned brown, and that one is still as bright green as you can possibly see.
Yeah.
So what I'd like for you to do is to take that one that's bright green and pour it in here, because we are definitely going to work with that. That's good stuff.
Yeah, so, and the cleanup on these as well, the cleanup is actually harder on this one too, because of the basket being so thin.
Trying to get all that
the stuff out of it. And like I said, with this one, again, it's really quick and really easy to do as well. So.
Excellent. Well, we're loving our champion juicer, and I thank you for the recommendation on that, because having your expert advice on that, you've seen a lot of juicers, you know, you've used a lot of juicers, you know what works and what doesn't. It really made a big difference for us to know that when we got that one, that was the one to have.
I actually had someone in the audience come up to me, and when they saw the champion, they said, "I have that juicer. I've had it for 30 years."
Who is that?
I don't know. She's not out there right now. But,
oh, okay.
But she's had the champion.
She probably went out to buy some veggies and just come up here during the break.
Well, she said she's had her juicer for over 30 years, and I've had mine for like 10.
So you could actually pass, you know, when we were kids, I remembered my grandmother passing down those iron skillets to my mother. You could literally pass the juicer down generation to generation.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good to know. That's
Very
good
awesome.
to know.
Yeah.
What a great wedding present that would be.
It would.
You know?
It would.
Here's your wedding certificate and here's your juicer.
Exactly.
Enjoy life.
And then the good part about it is if she can't cook, she doesn't have to worry about it because everything could be right here in the juicer.
Or more importantly, she can get her husband to watch that video series and let him be doing the juicing.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
You know, the other good thing with the juices though, Glenn, is like, for instance, with the mean green, if I was making a stew or a vegetable soup or something like that, instead of using water for the base,
you could use the juice.
I juice the tomatoes, the onions, and everything. That way, the essence is really out of it.
You can also then use the pulp, I guess, in there too.
And take the same pulp, throw it over in there as well.
Wow.
The other thing is this juicer is very limited to what you can do. With the Champion juicer, it actually comes with a couple of different blades on it. So it has a blank plate that you put inside where the screen was. Then you can make your baby food.
Wow,
okay.
That's important for families to know about.
You can freeze your fruits and veggies, or your fruit, and like the frozen bananas. That's my ice cream. So I just take and put the blank plate on again, and I put the ice cream.
And now the word summer. That's another great reason. You know, I remember our next door neighbor used to make homemade ice cream. They used to get that rock salt going and all that kind of stuff. So now with a device like this, you could actually have your family participate in making homemade ice cream. Right in your kitchen.
Yeah, just buy the frozen fruit out of the grocery store and put it in here, and now you have whatever type of ice cream.
What a great idea!
Or strawberry, or whatever that you can do with this one. So this one is a workhorse.
Yep, I'm learning a lot from you. I'm subscribing the minute you get that course going.
I love this one. So
just so you all know, tomorrow Mia's going to be coming back and she's going to be sharing with us what to do with the pulp. We're going to be looking at the Excalibur 9-tray, the 3926P or whatever it was. Dehydrator. So that you can learn how to create healthy snacks from the pulp and make that the complete picture for your family. So, Mia, thank you so much for joining us. Let's hug heart to heart. And guess what we're going to do when we come back? We're going to continue. But before we leave, I want you to take a moment to go over to abundancesociety.com and do two things. Click on the Join Now button and fill out the application. Come on board and join the family. You don't want to miss all this. You don't want to miss seeing me go from here to here. That would be worth $97 in and of itself just to watch that process take place. But the other thing I want you to do is to sign up to get on the mailing list for the Abundance Gram. We're hearing some great feedback from people that are enjoying the motivational quotes every day. We don't use that list to market to you. We don't sell anything on there. We're literally just using that as a communication system to inspire you each and every day so that your day gets off to a great start. So go over to abundancesociety.com, create your account for the Abundance Gram, and then join us. Come and join the family. We need your energy. We want you to be part of what we're doing here. You're watching history take place. Why don't you become part of helping to participate in the evolution of humanity? We're going to take a quick break. I don't even know what I'm doing next, but we'll figure that out when we get back here. So this is Glenn Garnes with the Abundance Society Member Marathon. Thank you very much, Miss Mia Reed.